Homestead at Concordia, another big game on the schedule. Obviously, Drew Kazai is out for the season with an ankle injury. He suffered scoring a touchdown late in the second quarter against Northrop. With Jaya Wright in there, what do they try to do? Do they change anything? Because he seems like, from what we've seen in the scrimmage and then in the second half against Northrop, he's an athletic quarterback, kind of like Drew. He has very similar traits, so it's not like you go from a guy that scrambles to a guy that's a pure pocket passer. I mean, the offense essentially could stay basically the same.
Yeah, that's something we kind of discount with Drew Kazai. The kid can run. I mean, I think he was going to run a little bit more this year than he did last year just because of the experience they had last year, wide receiver. So while maybe not as vertically talented to get it downfield with the arm, he's still going to be able to pass a little bit. I think they still run the fair amount of the option with some pass in there, some read stuff. So I don't think stuff changes too much, but when you lose a Division I quarterback, you're going to see the effects on that offense, and whether they get better or they feel the effects the entire season, we'll have to see. But this is a game I really think Concordia can win. I think it was one of the games you looked at and said, if Concordia is going to surprise somebody this year, whether it be a Homestead or a Lures or something, this is one of them. I think they have a great chance of winning.
And what has you thinking that? Because Concordia, Peter Morrison comes in, he's 15-18 in his first start as a quarterback, efficient against that Southside defense, and also obviously Curly Grant had a big game on the ground, but a different challenge in terms of Homestead's defense this week as opposed to Southside's. What do they need to do offensively to keep things going, and then how do they meet the challenge defensively? Because I think, you know, talking to Tim Manigault, that was one of his bigger questions: is how is this defense going to respond, especially up front, with some of the graduation losses that they've had?
Yeah, that was going to be my point. I think if they can win the battles in the trenches, both on offense and defense, they got a great chance to win. Now, are they going to dominate Homestead up front? No, but if they can have an even battle and win some plays and allow their playmakers on the outside on offense, and then that in the secondary and linebacker on defense, then they have a great chance to win, but they just cannot get dominated up front on both sides.
When you take a look at Homestead's offense, we were wondering, they had the whole starting offensive line back. They had Drew Kazai at quarterback back. Jordan Presley had gotten some time at the running back position. But the receiving position was the place where we had a lot of question marks. Chad Zolmans even said it. We had a lot of question marks. We didn't know who was going to step up. Now that they've got a different starting quarterback in, how much more pressure is on those wide receivers and on a guy like Jordan Presley at the running back position to maybe make some plays as they, I would think defenses would start to gang up a little bit on the line.
Yeah, you would think, and this is a chance for Jordan Presley to really break out because, he's caught our eye as a freshman. He had a good year last year, and then he goes for 158 and a couple scores on Friday as a sophomore, and now you look, okay, this kid could really bust out because, like you mentioned, defenses are going to focus a little bit more on him because he is the known quantity in that backfield now with Jaya Wright at quarterback. So they're really going to account for him and try to shut him down and make Jaya Wright beat teams with his arm. Not saying he can't do it, but that's the option A for Homestead is to ride Jordan Presley. So it's going to be interesting to watch him to see as now the focal point of defenses on that team how he performs.